Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to talk about productivity. It's a subject that can benefit all of us, whether we're the owners or, in the billing department or in the deposit department. It really doesn't matter. Productivity is a necessity in any line of work, and no matter what you do on a daily basis. So let's start with a few statistics on productivity. So the top 10% of productive employees, they took a survey and said, well, yes, we work 52 minutes. So once they track their time, they work 52 minutes in a 52-minute increment, and then they tend to take 14-minute breaks, which is, if you go on the average workday, about 30% of their workday is in breaks. So let's talk about this again. Let's say this again. The top 10% of employees work for 52 minutes productively. So for a 52-minute period of time on average, they don't look at their phone, they don't continue to pull emails, they don't look at websites. Instead, they do whatever their job needs them to do, undistracted for 52 minutes, and then they take, on average, a 14-minute break. So every 52 minutes, they take a 14-minute break. Seems like a lot. If you add it up, by the end of the day, like the statistic says, it's about 30% of the workday. However, what do we know about the 52 minutes of their work? Well, we know during that 52 minutes, they aren't getting distracted or interrupted. So when you get interrupted, so I'm working, someone walks in, says, hey, did you hear this, and this, right? So I stop, I look up, and I converse with that person. Maybe it's only a 2-minute conversation, but now they leave and I have to get back to what I was doing. Well, it takes the brain at least 5 minutes to figure out where you were at and what you were doing. So potentially a 2-minute interruption can lead to more of a 7 to 10 minute distraction. So the key there is, if you can, what we need to do, not what we can do, what we need to do is focus ourselves for that 50 to 52 minute period of time without distraction, and then get up. And of course, it's imperative that we get up, walk around, use the bathroom, take a break, check our phones, do all those things during that break time. We're not saying that you can't check your phone, you can't do breaks, you can't do any of that stuff. In fact, it's encouraged for your well-being, as we all sit at computers all day long. Of course, we need to get up and stretch. The key here is, are you productive for a long enough period of time? And when you can do that, you have a healthier lifestyle for yourself, you have less stress, you are more productive at work, and in turn, all around you have less stress and better happiness. So how do we do that? Well, each department and each person here will probably go about that a little differently because of what they do. So I would encourage each of you to think about it, write down all the things you do in a day. So for example, Mandy, she checks emails, she checks the file box, she answers phone calls, she takes out the mail, she empties the garbages, she does all these things, right? But are all of these tasks that she does in a day, are they structured where she can do those things for a 52-minute period of time without being interrupted? That's the key. So talk to your lead. We're gonna have more videos on this topic. So I want you to really take some time and think about this and write down what you do in a day. And talk to your lead and see if we can get those things structured into that 50 to 52 minute time frame. I really think this will help us, and as most of you know, because you're already on the system, we are, transitioning everyone that we can to a production pay system. So it's in your best interest, not just because of the other things I mentioned, less stress, that sort of thing. It's also in your best interest for your pay to be able to produce as much as you can. So I think we need to take a look at this a little longer and a little more in depth on a department by department basis. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And like I said, it's just one of probably many videos on the topic of production. So have a good day, guys.